In the year 1850s, Russia stood at a crossroads in its history, a vast and enigmatic empire stretching across two continents. It was a land of contradictions, where tradition clashed with modernity, and where the old order was beginning to give way to the forces of change. The ruler of this sprawling empire in 1850 was Tsar Nicholas VI, a man known for his autocratic rule and iron-fisted control over his subjects. He believed in the divine right of kings and saw himself as the gendarme of Europe, a defender of conservative values against the forces of revolution that were sweeping across the continent. At the heart of this empire lay St. Petersburg, the magnificent city founded by Peter the Great on the shores of the Baltic Sea. It was a symbol of Russia's aspirations to be part of the European world, a city of grand palaces and wide boulevards that rivaled any in Europe. Yet, just beyond its glittering facade, the vastness of Russia's hinterlands stretched out, a land of endless forests, rolling steppes, and remote villages where life had changed little in centuries. But even in the heart of this authoritarian empire, signs of change were brewing. Intellectuals and reformers, inspired by the ideas of Enlightenment thinkers, were beginning to question the rigid social and political structures that held Russia in its grip. They called for greater freedom, the rule of law, and an end to serfdom. One of the most famous of these reformers was Alexander Herzen, whose writings in the 1850s would have a profound impact on the course of Russian history. He believed that Russia needed to embrace the values of the West while preserving its unique cultural heritage. His ideas would inspire a generation of intellectuals. In the bustling bazaars of Central Asia, Russian traders and explorers were making inroads, expanding the empire's borders and bringing new peoples and cultures under Russian rule. It was a time of both conquest and curiosity, as Russia sought to understand and govern its diverse subjects. As 1850 gave way to a new decade, Russia remained a land of paradoxes, a vast empire on the brink of change. The forces of tradition and modernity, autocracy and reform, were in constant tension. The events of the coming years would shape Russia's destiny in ways that no one could fully predict as the empire continued its journey.